Hey everyone, I'm about to change the oil on our G37 coupe. I'm going to do just basically a step-by-step tutorial, and it should be pretty simple. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Open the door. Down here you have a hood release. So basically you pull this and the hood will pop up halfway. And you look at where your emblem is, and right above, maybe to the right a little, right here, you lift this. And there's this latch right here that you push up. That releases it. Alright. We have head shocks on here that hold it up, so you don't need to prop it at all. And here's the oil dipstick, oil fill. So before we even drain it, I like to make sure we can undo this. You don't want to drain the oil and not be able to put new oil in. Now I'm going to try to loosen this. And oh, there. That kind of hurt. Basically, you just twist it. And there we go. So this is the oil we're using. High mileage. This car has 188,000 miles. So we're going to use the high mileage 5W30. Here's the barcode, and I'm just using a Fram filter, XG3607, ultra synthetic filter. So this is just a generic jack, floor jack. A lot of them are similar to this. So right here, this is the release valve to lower it. So if it's turned left, this goes down. To lock it, you turn it clockwise to the right. And then this is to lift it up. So make sure you line up. There we go. So the jacking point. Right here. Do you see how there's like notches right here? Make sure when you lift it right there. There we go. So it sits right into that groove. So jack stand, and these are pretty simple. You just lift it up and it locks in place. This releases it. Look for a good spot. So down here there's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little toe spot. It looks like you can use this to, like the tow truck guys probably use it to pull the vehicle onto. Alright. So I'm gonna just release it a little bit, and we're gonna put it on the jack stand. Alright, so both of it is still holding. The jack is also holding, and the jack stand. But now it's pretty safe to crawl under there. I still don't like being under there very long. Slide the oil pan under. Okay. So front of the car, we're gonna go under, and you'll see this nut right here. And it's next to this plastic panel, but it doesn't look like we have to remove the panel for to drain. There, that nut right there. With that bolt. That's the drain plug. And it's a 14 millimeter. So we'll go ahead and loosen that. Make sure it's loosening and not tightening. Okay. so it's pretty loose right now already. Alright, now I pull the pan closer. So, it looks like they used aftermarket oil crush washer, but this one has like rubber seal on it. The crush washer we have is actually the factory one, and I'm just kind of curious why they used this rubber one. Maybe it's stripped a little, or it doesn't seal well with the factory one. But we'll go ahead and use the OEM style one. Oil still draining. Let's go look, get the filter off. The oil filter. So right here, the oil filter is right above. So it's pretty close proximity to the oil drain right there. Okay, good. Oh, whoever put this oil filter on didn't do it too tight, so it works out well. We're gonna go ahead and drain both of them at the same time. Crush washer, right here. This is the factory drain plug that was on there. Oil filter, oil, torque wrench, funnel, towel, oil pan. That's basically it. So let's go ahead and we'll get the oil filter ready. And what I like to do is I preload this oil filter with some oil. So I preload this, and then I dip my finger right there and make sure the oil grease up the O-ring, gasket seal, or whatever they call it. All right, we're gonna climb back under the car and clean up everything. Okay. Make sure the gasket is still attached to the oil filter. Clean around where the oil filter mounts. There we go. Go ahead and slide on new filter. All right. So right now it just touched the bottom of the base of the mounting point. So now I want to spin it. There we go. So I spin it about, I would say, another 180. So it's still pretty loose, where next time when I do an oil change, I'll be able to loosen it. Clean up around there. All right. Let's go ahead and wipe this down. All right. So this is how I normally install these types of crush washers. Still dripping a little, but we can go ahead no way to really get all the oil out unless you pull the engine. All right, just finger tightened it right now. Now I can move this pan and then actually reach my wrench under there. Finish wiping it off. And all right, let's go ahead and tighten it. So this is a ratcheting that must be let's see if we're at 15 or not. It doesn't feel very okay. Alright, so I put it pretty loose. It's right at like 16 foot-pounds. And I will keep an eye on it. I'm gonna basically I'll drive it around today and then I'll keep an eye on it tomorrow. And then if there's a leak, I'll tighten it. Alright, the only thing we have left is top off oil. So go ahead and remove oil cap. Grab our funnel. And we're gonna do 5 quarts. So this whole thing is 5 quarts. I like to turn this backwards a little so then you can get the lip closer. There, now I'm sideways. And just pour the oil in. All right, get your towel, and once you pull this up, catch the dripping oil so then you don't get it all over your car. Put the oil cap back on. Let's check the oil one more time. It's jacked up and angled weird. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. We're gonna pour the oil back in this empty container and we're gonna go drop it off at a local auto parts store. It recycles oil. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to remove that jack stand as well. So while done on the bottom of the car, go ahead and lift it up a little bit. So now you can get this jack stand out. There we go. Slide it out and then lower the car. Take this handle off and then you can use this to rotate and do it really lightly. Do it really slow. You don't want to drop your car into the ground. So you see it's just basically lowering to the ground. And I'll finish cleaning up other stuff while it's lowering by itself. We'll start it up and let it idle. Let's go ahead and start it up. Just out, go ahead and let it out for 10 to 15 minutes until it gets to operating temperature, and then we'll go take it for a spin. So far, everything looks good. No check engine lights. I double checked the oil drain plug, and yeah, no leaks. But it was just basically I idled it until it got to operating temperature. Right there. And this car has 188,755 miles. So it's pretty high mileage. We've been basically taking it for a spin. It feels pretty smooth. Probably not a good thing. You shouldn't let your oil get so bad that your engine doesn't run very smooth. But we were going by the mileage. But I'll probably go ahead and change it every 3,000 miles from now on. We bought the car, we kind of just let it sit for a while. We didn't use much. But if you're going to drive it a lot, make sure you probably change your oil maybe every 3,000 miles. Alright, well, thanks for watching. We're going to go recycle the oil.